All right, welcome back to the SSL Family Dad channel. Got something I'm really excited about to show you guys today. We've got a little bit of work to do, so let me show you what I got delivered yesterday. So this is actually a good friend of mine, Scott, thank you. He was cleaning up some landscaping in their yard. I think they had an old pool or something there, and they were clearing it all out, and all the rock that they cleared out, had a friend deliver it out to us. So this is all just kind of used landscape rock. It's got some extra, pieces of landscape fabric and other stuff in there, but this will be great to help to shore up this road that goes back to our barn. It always gets muddy and it's got a bunch of holes and stuff in it, and we're gonna clean some of it up and use it to landscape around our patio. But what I'm really excited about is this. This is, gosh, I don't know if that was 10 yards. This is probably maybe 15 or 20 yards of wood chips. Local tree company, I got in touch with them. They're doing some work down at a friend of mine's house, and well, they are interested in possibly dumping wood chips here on a regular basis, and so this will be a regular occurrence, hopefully. There's I think it's a Chinese elm that they were chopping up, and they've got more they're going to be possibly delivering later today, I hope. So I have to get this out of the way for them, though. I'm going to get that rock moved out of the way and get this moved out of the way, and I told them they can come here anytime and just dump it right in the middle of this road. So I told them that they can come and dump it here anytime. Whether we're here or not, they don't have to call, they don't have to check. They can just stop by if they're in the area and dump it. And I've been looking for a tree service that would do this for me for years. We're not really near anything, so we're out of the way for just about everybody. And so, with this tree company, if they're in the area and they're driving through, we live on kind of a main road. Hopefully they'll be able to drop some off. So in that same friend that the tree company's at today, they are cutting a bunch of trees down. A bunch of elm trees. I'm gonna go collect a whole bunch of firewood later on as well. So I've got a lot of moving things around and a lot of getting prepared to do. So we're gonna get the tractor out and use my favorite tool, or my most useful or important tool on the homestead, to get some things reorganized here. So before I get this tractor out, I always check the oil. It burns quite a bit of oil, and so it's a pain to have to check it every time I use it, but looks good. This tractor has been the most important tool that I've bought, the most important purchase that I've ever made since we moved out here. It wasn't cheap. It was a big investment for us when we first got here, but this is an old 1969 Ford 4000. It has, and I hope I don't jinx myself here, it has not really given me any serious issues. There's been a starter problem I worked with and some other little leaks and things like that it has, but this thing has been a workhorse. It has always run for me when I needed it. It has always done the job that I needed it to do. So let's get this tractor fired up and get it outside, and I'll show you the most useful tool that this thing has. Well, the orchard is pretty much done. I still have some more wood chipping to do up there in front of that shed, and we're going to be planting a special new crop this year in this big patch behind the orchard. But all these wood chips will keep the grass down, and they'll make a really nice area for me to plant some vining type crops. So we'll plant some maybe some pumpkins and some melons and some zucchinis, which don't vine, but they spread out pretty good with their leaves. So, but all of this would not have been possible, or at least a lot harder, without that tractor, and especially the loader. So this thing right here is by far the most useful and used piece of equipment that I have. The tractor itself is, I guess, the most used tool because I can do so many things with 3-point attachments. This rototiller has just changed everything for me, made things so much easier and nicer to just tear up grass and you know, get orchards put in or new garden spots or whatever, just to prepare ground, especially the first time that I'm planting a new patch. But this is a 7-foot tiller, and it's the biggest one they have, and this tractor just powers through that thing, you know, with this thing on there with no problem. This is a 50 horsepower tractor, 3-cylinder. This loader, just 2 simple mechanisms: lift up and down and tip the bucket front or back. And it does have another spot here where you could add a grapple claw or some other type of hydraulic attachment to the front of it. But this is no cheap little bucket. I mean, this is a thick, solid steel, heavy duty. I mean, this thing has some power. I've lifted some pretty big trees and everything with this. It lifts so much weight that it actually, I like to have that tiller on the back to counterbalance, because you get a lot of weight on the front here. It can almost lift the back tires off the ground, and those are weighted tires. So by far the most useful thing that I have out here on the farm. But we got the rock moved over here by the pool, and I spread some of it over some of the deepest holes there. We're going to use some of this for landscaping, then whatever's left I'll put out here in the road. But while I was gone getting wood, I had another special delivery. They dropped another another pile of wood chips. So I just got through moving the last pile, and I've got another one here. So it's going to be great to have all these wood chips out here. So I'll be able to just maybe come out tomorrow and start loading this pile out back to the orchard. When I talked to the tree company, I told them you can dump wood chips here anytime. I said there's no limit, and they're like, "Are you sure?" Because I am sure that, you know, every day they probably have a load like that, or at least a few times a week. But there literally is no limit to the amount of wood chips that I can take here and that I want. With this loader, I can move those wood chips around. I can get a back blade on this tractor. I can spread them out. I can fill in roadways on the farm, and, you know, the farm drive back to the barn. I can, you know, tidy up our trails in the back, our campsite. I'll plant more orchards. We can use them in our garden. We can use them in our landscaping. We can use wood chips everywhere. The chicken coop areas, I can put them in pastures. I can put them in all the animal stalls, in the barn. You know, I'll take wood chips anywhere, and so there literally is no limit to how many I can take. I've even thought of burning them. I think that outdoor boiler may even burn wood chips, so I may try that sometime. Wouldn't that be cool if I could just have a big old pile of wood chips and feed that thing to heat the greenhouse? So wood chips are an unlimited, there's an unlimited need here for sure. None of it would be possible. Like, I couldn't have a tree company dump all those off here if I didn't have this tractor to move that stuff around. I couldn't keep up with it by hand, and so this thing makes it possible. So hopefully you guys liked tagging along here with me today, doing some work around the homestead. Lots more work to do, in the gardens, lots more wood chips to spread around, and I have so many things to do. So I'll be taking you guys along for all those things. Of course, subscribe if this is your first time here. Don't forget to hit thumbs up on today's video. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.